Live from your drive tonight at Fleetwood HM Coast Guard Station, and thank you Domino's Pizza, the official food of everything. This is where we brought the caravan. We're about to have a look at the kit that these guys have to endure each time they go on a shout, and all part of the training, etc. Training night here tonight. Gary, you're going to talk us through this?
Yeah, not a problem. What we're planning on doing is giving you a quick demo of how we would respond for an incident, basically on the coastline, whether we're going onto the mud or into the water. There's a few basics that we're going to have to get into. The first thing that Annika's going to put on for us today is she's going to put on the Drysuit, which is obviously by design. It's going to keep her totally waterproof, whatever environment she goes into.
So this is what she's got hold of at the moment. It's yellow and black, and obviously you've got to put your feet into this first.
Yeah, her feet are going in. She's going to obviously get right down to the bottom there. She will be wearing her boots over the top of the actual suit. Once she gets into it, she has got Colin assisting her, because generally, as you can see, she's going to have to probably get into all sorts of shapes to get this on. Once she gets it over her shoulders, then we've got a waterproof zip that will go right across the back, and then that will be enclosed in the actual suit. So
I suppose this is like a similar process to putting on the gear when the guys at Fire and Rescue go out on a shout. We were with those guys just before Christmas, and I remember trying some of the kit on there, and it's quite a task, this in itself.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the responders, they wear different types of, safety equipment, but the Drysuit, ourselves and the guys next door at the RNLI, these are the things, this is the fundamental kit that we will have when we go out into the water, like I say, to a wet environment, to keep us, the basics of our body, protected. So that's what she's doing now.
Is there a standard time that this should take?
We're actually, there's no standard time. We drill this quite often. Quite often we're having to put this on as a team, as individuals. We employ this buddy system, as again, like I said before, where Colin is helping her to get into it. It's all about checking that the equipment's only as good as the way you don it, and you got to make sure that your zips are fastened, your cuffs are in the right position, your neckline, etc. So that's what he's just doing at the moment. Also, as you can see, she's filled it up with air. That's natural as you put the thing on. So she's going to now bend down, try and get the air out through the neck seal, and then she's in a situation now where she can put the rest of the gear on.
Okay, so what's next?
Next thing is she's going to put her boots on, which are just a standard steel toe cap boots. They are semi-waterproof that they supply us with, for all different conditions that we'll come across. And then she's going to put on another layer on her feet, which is something we'll talk about in a minute. It's to do with when we go out on the mud.
Describe those. Well, I know we're going to talk about it in a second, but they look, I don't know, they look like giant dustpans.
Well, they are really basic, but they are very, very simple design. They're made of a soft rubber sort of polypropylene material, and what they're for is that when we go on to an unstable surface, such as mud, the chances are that when we go onto the mud, this is to increase, basically, your point of contact on the surface. So what will happen is, as soon as Annika or one of us goes onto a mud surface, this will spread out, increase the surface area, and it will reduce the risk of you sinking in the mud.
Brilliant. So what's down underneath there? Should just show that to the camera, because we're actually filming this.
It's got a basic tread on, just, it's a tread of the boot extended onto the bottom of this device. And as you can see, it's like basically a duck's foot that it will spread out on the floor, on the surface of the mud, and give you that extra surface area. As I said, it will stop you going down as quickly, where in these, So
when all this gear's on, how much do you reckon in extra weight Annika's going to be carrying there?
I'd say extra weight, she's going to be carrying somewhere in the region of between, I'd say 10 to 12 kilos. So it's quite a lot, 10 to 20, 30 pounds in weight extra that she's going to be carrying around. And that's before she, does anything that's going to be exertion.
Okay, so what's left to go on now?
Okay, so now she's got the footwear's done. They're just fitting at the minute. This is a type of life jacket. We call this one a PFD, which is a personal flotation device. It's a inherent self-buoyancy life jacket, but we've got a few tools, we've got knives, we've got a whistle, we've got a carabiner, which would attach on to help onto a safety line, such as, and it's fully adjustable. So it's like a universal fitting. We're now just sort of tucking it all in, making it so it fits her correctly.
Just the last few adjustments.
Yeah, last few adjustments. Got the crotch straps going on, and then once that's on, she'll know it feels right. Everything about it, it's nice and snug. Colin's just doing these shoulder straps, and like I say, the real important thing about this, apart from that it's inherently buoyant, is that it has this tether that we would attach, for safety purposes. Okay. So we're now just fitting, obviously, our all-weather gloves, and also she'll carry with her a set of goggles to protect her eyes, because, as I said, we'll be going in all conditions, and also she's going to be, she looks great.
The goggles look great. That's just the finishing touch there. There you go.
Yeah, and the goggles are there really to protect her from any foreign objects. We could be going out in high winds, we could be on the, close to vessels, we could, anything really when we're out there on the mud. The mud can conceal a lot of sort of dangerous objects. So this is all really to protect her, to help her do her job. And when she gets to a casualty, it will also assist her on, removing that casualty from the danger area. So
brilliant. And there we go. All sorted, all done. How long do we reckon? About 4 minutes?
About 4 minutes, yeah. Yes, exactly. I mean, obviously, if in an emergency, it would be accelerated slightly. We'd usually be looking to sort of get this equipment on, definitely within sort of 5 minutes. So, but she's done great.
Well done, team.